I'm James Smith, and welcome to the GovX Show, the podcast series counting down to the GovX Digital event in November. That's the UK's biggest public sector transformation conference. With over 130 speakers split across 6 conference streams, there should be something for everyone interested in improving citizen outcomes. To learn more about this online conference, which is free to attend for all public sector executives, check out the links in the show notes below. Today I wanted to share my thoughts on, I suppose, a pattern that seems to be emerging from recent vision statements from the top of UK government and why I think we should take them seriously. Matt Hancock, the UK's Secretary of State for Health and Social Care, made a speech 2 weeks ago setting out his vision and ambitions, the future of healthcare. And it's fair to say that his prescription was met with a dose of healthy scepticism from media, think tanks, and even his ungracious hosts at the Royal College of Physicians. Too ambitious, too vague, too ill-timed and naive came the put-downs, as if it was wrong somehow to talk about the broad principles underpinning future policy at the beginning of an administration. I think these hasty assessments have missed the wood for the trees, as the great significance of Hancock's speech was that it built very deliberately upon the Ditchley Lecture, The Privilege of Public Service, delivered a month earlier by Michael Gove, Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster and Minister for the Cabinet Office. For those willing to listen, the view from the heart of government expressed in these 2 speeches is that the British state has been stress tested, areas for improvement identified, and a window for change recognised as the usual Whitehall inertia has given way to crisis-driven delivery. Coronavirus has tested every single part of our infrastructure, giving us a new appreciation for what works and what doesn't, said Hancock in his speech. Despite, or perhaps because of COVID-19, we are now seeing the government shifting to the communication phase of a coming public sector transformation that will distribute authority to the front line, require a new data-driven infrastructure, and result in a transformation of structures and responsibilities as the government seeks to entrench a new, more collaborative way of working. One of the clear lessons learned at all levels of the NHS and government has been the improved performance and speed of execution where decision-making has been taken locally. A month ago, Gove spoke about the need to empower experts at the front line of delivery to take necessary risks. Hancock last week took this further by suggesting that frontline workers must be mandated to make decisions. Everyone at all levels needs to think like a leader and be encouraged to use initiative and take ownership of their decisions, said Hancock. People feel empowered and encouraged to crack on with improvements instead of having good ideas blocked. Hancock envisages a system of distributed authority where decisions are made as close as possible to where the information is, with everyone working right at the top of their skill set and qualifications. This kind of distributed decision-making will require distributed access to data and an information governance structure that is risk-based rather than rules-led. At the onset of COVID-19, NHSX issued simpler guidance to support new ways of working, a single page designed for all frontline professionals, making it clear, for example, that WhatsApp was an appropriate platform for information sharing with colleagues and patients where the benefits outweighed the risks. As a result, millions of primary care records were linked to the latest data on COVID-19, helping the government to run the world's largest analysis of risk factors in 42 days, something that would have taken years under the pre-crisis way of working. Having seen these results, there is a tremendous desire both within government and from the front line not to go back to the old normal. To promote collaboration and change, said Hancock, we need more transparency, better use of data, more interoperability, and the enthusiastic adoption of technological innovation that can improve care. Unprecedented peacetime spending, coupled with fresh evidence of what works and what needs to be changed, has created huge pressure for transformation. GP consultations, digital by default. Healthcare commissioning, pushed closer to where need lies in the community. Department of Health and Social Care, NHS Digital, NHS England, NHS Improvement, Public Health England, Care Quality Commission, all of these organisations operating in parallel data silos? No. They will now be moving to an ask once, use many interrogation of shared data sets. In their speeches, both Gove and Hancock kept referring to the need for speeding up public sector delivery in order to catch up with the world we live in. Hancock, quoting approvingly from what Martin Luther King called the fierce urgency of now. It seems clear to me that this is a government genuinely impatient for change. Those red wall voters only lent their votes after all. COVID-19 has only served to further sharpen the government's focus and erode support for the status quo among citizens and the public sector itself. So this is why I believe there's never been a better moment for civil servants here in the UK to question established practice and think differently.